Hi, it's Anne from Unity Physiotherapy and Wellbeing. I'm going to guide a short somatic and embodiment practice. This is a practice for noticing how we are, for connecting to the earth, for letting go of something that's not serving us right now, that's not helpful, and for bringing in something that is helpful and supportive and embodying that. This is a practice that can be done in standing or sitting. I'm going to teach it in standing. Please choose what feels okay for you. It's a practice that was in part inspired by a practice in the Somatic Internal Family System Therapy book by Susan McConnell. It's really important for me to acknowledge and honour where practices come from or what they were inspired by when I can identify that. Many of my practices come from many years of personal practice and amalgamations of many teachings, and as I say, when I can identify where part of a practice or a practice has come from, I will share that. And similarly, if you are a yoga teacher or another practitioner that teaches somatic and embodiment practices, you're welcome to use this. Please honour where it's come from and accredit it to me and that it was inspired by Susan McConnell. So if you would like to join me, I invite you to come into standing. Please do what feels okay for you, and you can stop at any point. Having your feet about hip width apart, and simply noticing your feet on the floor. Maybe noticing that you're supported by the earth too. And to begin, we're going to notice how we are in our body. So you can come into mountain pose, you can have your eyes open or closed. You can place your hands on your body, maybe a hand on your heart, hand on your belly, both hands on your heart, both hands on your belly, whatever feels okay for you. And simply noticing how you are right now, having a willingness to allow whatever's present to be without judgments, and noticing with compassion, noticing what sensations are present. What do you notice where in your body? Knowing whatever is present is okay, exactly as it is. What is your energy like? Where do you notice it? How do you know what your energy is like? There are different tones of energy. So is your energy really low and depleted? Is it a bit bubbly? Is it really hyper? Is it quite settled? What thoughts do you notice, and where do you notice them in your body? How do they show up? And what's your breath like, if it's okay to notice that? And of course, at any point, if noticing how you are in your body feels a bit much, choose to dip out of it. Notice your feet on the floor. Notice what you can hear and see. Turn your head side to side slowly. And if it feels okay, dip back into noticing how you are. And as you notice how you are, maybe you notice there's a need, something that would be helpful. Simply notice that right now. Maybe you also notice something you would like to get let go of, something that's not helpful, something that's not serving you. And again, simply notice that. And if your eyes are closed, opening them, and keep your hands on your body or relax them by your side. Connecting to your feet on the floor again, noticing that you're supported by the earth, perhaps having a softness in the knees. And if you'd like to, you can imagine roots down from your feet into the earth, extending down, maybe extending outwards. That's something that I like to do in the practices that I teach and in my own personal practice, is that the roots of extending out and perhaps meeting other roots as they do that. And then start to move your weight around your feet. So noticing all of your feet and their contact with the earth, and how that relationship changes, how it translates through the body as you move your weight around. You can rock your weight forwards and backwards. You can lift your toes, wiggle them. You can bounce to your toes, bounce to your heels. You can come all the way onto your toes if you wish. Losing my balance. All the way to your heels, all the way to your toes. Just noticing that relationship between the feet and the floor, and notice the whole of the feet. You could come side to side, round in a circle, no right or wrong. Simply moving however you feel inspired to move. You could tap your feet, notice the sound perhaps. You could step forwards slowly and backwards, noticing how that weight transfers foot to foot. Notice what happens in the rest of the body. And then pause. Notice the sensations in your feet. Maybe you're quite aware of them now. What sensations do you notice? Maybe there's this tingling, a sensation of aliveness perhaps. Reconnecting to that sense of roots going downwards and maybe expanding outwards. And maybe seeing if there's something that would be helpful to let go of. You can close your eyes if that's helpful and place your hands on your body if you wish. And connect to something that doesn't serve you right now. See if there's something that would be helpful to let go of. That could be some tension. It could be a feeling or emotion. It could be a thought, even a belief. And having the intention to let go of this belief or thought or tension, whatever it is, and actually focusing on doing this isn't going to magically mean that that's gone. That's not the intention or the practice. The practice is the doing, and it helps us to hold it more lightly, and it can be part of a bigger process of change. So what would be helpful for you to let go of right now? See if you can locate it in the body. What does it feel like? What's sort of the energy of it? And then once you've done that, or if you can't do that, that's absolutely fine. And imagine this energy from wherever it is in the body, traveling downwards, through the body, towards the feet. So all of the kind of elements of the energy of whatever it is you want to let go of have come together, and they're coming down towards the feet. So traveling down the body, down through the legs, into the feet, down through the roots, into the earth, extending outwards, dissipating, fading. Noticing how you are. And then I invite you to see if you can connect to a quality of the earth that could be helpful for you right now, supportive or helpful in some way. That might be a quality of stability or strength, perhaps a quality of nourishment or balance. What might be a gift that the earth can give for you right now? And once you've connected to that, see if you can connect to a sense of this quality, this gift from the earth, coming through the roots up to your feet, and then soaks through your feet into your legs. And as it's traveling through your body, it's soaking into the muscles and the bones and the structures of the body, maybe even down to a cellular level. And a sense of this quality coming up through your legs, all the way up to the pelvis, and maybe extending outwards in the pelvic bowl, filling the pelvic bowl if that's okay for you. And it continues its journey up through the body, up the trunk, the torso, extending out, filling the whole body in whatever way feels okay for you. Really allowing a sense of this quality to be absorbed. And there may be a center, a focal point to this quality, the energy of this quality. And if there is, you can sit with that if that's helpful. Being with a sense of this quality and the sensations it creates, or whatever it's creating. And then I invite you to really embody that. So if there is a posture or a movement that is associated with this quality, you can play with it, explore it. So for example, say that was a quality of strength. how could you embody that in your posture? So it might be moving your feet slightly, it might be really kind of connecting to that ground beneath your feet and lengthening up through the body, having a real connection to that length and strength of the body. How would your arms be? You know, what is that feel like for you when you embody strength? It could also be a yoga asana. So for example, warrior one. So you could come into that. And I doubt you're going to walk around like that. You might do. But you could do that movement and see what it feels like, and then take a quality into a static sort of standing posture. So a slight step stance, really embodying that ribs over pelvis. And what would the hands be like? Maybe you sort of turn them slightly. See how it feels. Kind of notice what changes inside as you change your posture. If that quality was balance, notice if you're a bit more on one leg, and can you find that central point between both feet? Again, ribs over pelvis, having that balance. And maybe it means you would like to do a balance pose like tree. Maybe it could be an extended tree, whatever that looks like. Kind of really playing about, embodying it, noticing what changes. Okay, and to finish this practice, I invite you to notice how you are once more. So if you wish, you can close your eyes, you can place your hands on your body if you'd like to, and notice what you notice where in your body. So again, noticing sensations, energy, breath, thoughts. What shows up where? Has anything changed? How's it changed? Okay. So when you're ready, finishing this practice, and noticing your feet on the floor, and you can take this practice into journaling if you wish. So you could journal, for example, what you noticed at the start of the practice, what you let go of, what you welcomed in, what you embodied, how that felt, how you felt afterwards. You could link that into something, a context. There may be some gratitude that you choose to express during the journaling. There's no right or wrong. I would love to hear how you got on with the practice, if you journaled, and how it was helpful. Yeah, do let me know, and take care.